Hello, my dear children. How are you? Hope you're fine. Okay, let's learn voice in English today. And we already know two voices are there in English: active voice and passive voice. Okay, let's learn it in detail. In the previous classes, we have already learned how to change uh, present, past, and future tenses into passive. And now let's change imperative sentences into passive. Okay. And which are the imperative sentences in English? They are: first category is orders and commands, second one is requests, third one is advice. So these three are known as imperative sentences in English. Okay, now the first category is commands and orders, which falls under the session imperative sentences. So, what happens to commands and orders while we are changing commands and orders to passive? Okay, normally commands and orders occur in active sentences. So, in the active form, the normal format of commands are verb plus object. So, this is the normal form of a command. Okay, and it will be changed into passive as let plus object plus be plus v3. This is the passive form of a command. Okay, for example, that is I have written an example here: save me is a command, and here save is a verb and me is the object here. And now it is changed into passive as let me be saved. That is, let will be there, me is the object there, okay, be is there, and v3 save, the v3 of save is saved, let me be saved. Okay, and the next type of imperative sentence is orders. That is, commands we have already seen what happens in command, and now the orders. And I think you should have to differentiate what is meant by a command and order at first. A command is an order. It's actually an order which is given by the superior to his subordinates. And order can be given to anyone else. Okay. And phrases like you are ordered to is being used while we are transforming an order active into a passive order. Okay. For example, shut the window. It's an active voice or an active sentence, and the answer or the passive form of this sentence or this order is you are ordered to shut the window. So, you are ordered to is prefixed. Prefixed means it is put before the sentence. Okay, that's all. You are ordered to shut the window is the passive form of making the orders into passive. Okay, now the second category is a request. Okay, and you know what's a request? That is, we use to request for something to someone. Okay, anyway, in passive instances, phrases like you are requested to will be added. Like in orders, there is a kind of prefix is there. Prefix means there is a phrase which is putting in front of or before the sentence. That is, it is you are requested to. Okay, it should be added before the sentence which is supposed to be turned into passive. That is, for example, please switch off the fan. There is commonly in requests, please, kindly. Okay, such words will be there in requests. And you can identify it as a request. Please switch off the fan. And some could you mind, would you mind, some phrases are also there in the request. That is, some other phrases are could you mind and would you mind. Okay, they are also known as requests. Okay, anyway, by saying all these phrases, that is please, kindly, or would you mind, could you mind. Okay, by saying all these expressions, you should have to understand that it is a request. And while transforming it into passive, you have to add the phrase at first, that is, you are requested to switch off the fan. And at this time, you should have to remove the phrase or the word which denotes the request tone. That is, in this sentence, please is the word which denotes the request. That is, by identifying the word please, we understand the fact that it's a request. Okay, anyway, please switch off the fan. It is in the active voice. And while transforming this sentence into passive, and you should have to prefix you are requested to before the active sentence, and your sentence will be you are requested to switch off the fan. Okay, then the third category of imperative is advice. And the other two options or other two categories, that is the order and request, you should have to prefix a phrase like you are advised to. It's an advice, so you are advised to is added before the sentence, before the active sentence, while you are changing an advice to passive. And save your money, it is the active sentences here, which is put here. And you are advised to save your money is the passive form of this advice. Okay, and save your money, it is in the active form. Save your money, by meaning you can understand that it's an advice. Save your money, keep right while you are walking on the road, and use zebra lines while crossing the road, etc. All these are examples for advices. Anyway, while changing this type of imperative sentence, you should have to prefix a phrase you are advised to the active advice. Okay, save your money is the active advice here. While we are transforming it into the passive advice, it will be changed as you are advised to save your money. And I have given you some examples. 10 examples are there, and you should have to change it into passive. Okay, it's an exercise for you. Help me is the first one, and I think I have written this example while you are changing commands into passive. That okay, then it is understood that it is a command. Then second one is shut your mouth. And while changing this help me, what will happen? Help me. Let me be helped. And shut your mouth. And by hearing or by um, reading itself, it will be understood that it is an order. So shut your mouth. You are ordered to shut your mouth. Okay. Please give me your book. As please is there, it's understood that it's a request. You are requested to give me your book. Okay, you are requested to give me your book. You're requested to give your book. There is no need of me there because you is already there. And take your umbrella. And it's also an order. You are ordered to take your umbrella. Stay back. Okay, it's also an order. You are ordered to stay back. Please sit here. And we know what's your answer? Yeah, you are requested to sit here. Submit your findings. Okay, it's an order or it's a command from the superior to the inferior or his subordinate. So it's a command. So let your findings be submitted. Okay, then stop smoking. It's an advice. You are advised to stop smoking. Kindly send the letter. Okay, it's a request. Okay, it's a request. So, what will be the passive form of the sentence? You are requested to send the letter. Drink 5 liters of water every day. And as we all know, it's also an advice. You are advised to drink 5 liters of water every day. And now, hope you have understood how to change imperative sentences into passive. Okay, work on other examples also and prepare well for the coming exams and prepare well. Then only you can achieve the target. That is, then only you can change active voices to passive voices and vice versa. That is, sometimes the questions will be in passive and you should have to identify in which form the sentence or the given sentence is there. So then on, by practicing you will be able to crack this hard nut. And it's not at all a hard nut, but by cracking, that is by doing so a lot of a number of examples, you can easily transform sentences. Okay, hope you have understood changing of imperative sentences into passive form. And okay, prepare well for the flipped session. And thank you all. And this is Radhika. Bye.